Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurrect Autos HQ. So guys, today I've got a customer's car in for quite a bit of work, I've got to be honest. It's a 2020 reg and it already needs a timing belt change. Yeah, very strange, but if you know about these engines, you know that they've got problems. That at the end of the day, it's a wet belt engine and they've got problems. It's the Puretec, and this one particularly is in a Vauxhall Corsa, 2020. So yeah, quite a lot of work on this one. MOT, service. Timing belt kit needs to be replaced as well. The timing belt on this. Yeah, crazy. But let's get into it. I'm going to show you a little bit about the car. Then we're going to go for MOT. Then we'll come back. I'll show you the results. Then we're going to get cracking on with the service and timing belt. So, let's do this. So, guys, like I just said, 2020. It's it's not old, is it? Let's be honest. But these engines, they're just they're just so bad, aren't they? That's not good already. Look at that hole. That's why you should always have floor mats, because look at that hole. It ain't done a lot of miles either. Look at the mileage on this. 36,900. 36,900, and we're already doing a timing belt on this one. It's just, I think as well, this particular one is burning oil. She is losing oil. And when she originally bought it to me 2 weeks ago, was it a week ago? A week and a bit. I checked the oil because she said it's running really rough. It's not really, it's all lights on the dash. I said, all right, let's have a little look. And when I checked the oil, there was nothing. There was no oil in it. So I couldn't let her drive it away without me filling it up with oil. I just couldn't do it because even though it's not, I'm not getting paid for that. I could have charged her, don't get me wrong, I could have done, but the decent thing to do was to put the oil in the engine to try and save it. So that's what I did. But it's now back, and I've told her the price, and I said, she said it needs an MOT as well. So I said, all right, okay, we'll get it through the MOT. It needs a full service, and the timing belt needs to be changed as well, because she took it for Vauxhall and they've said it needs to be changed. So I'm just going by what the dealer has turned around and told her. At 36,900 is not a lot, is it, when it comes to mileage? But they've told us the spanner lights on as well, because you see the spanner light. So obviously that's to do with the service. So we're gonna have to reset the service light as well on this once we've done the service. But yeah, well, if you know about these, a lot of people do know about these engines now, and they just stand away from them. But she likes the car, she loves the car, so we're gonna try and get this one turned around for her. I think if she left it any longer than what she did when she bought it to me originally, I think she would have probably seized that engine because it had no oil in it. And just these, it's just a massive can of worms, these engines. But all I can do is help her try and save it. And we're going to drop the sump. We're going to check up underneath to make sure the pickup pipe's okay. It's probably burning oil through the piston rings. They suffer from that, and they burn the oil through the piston rings, and That's why you're losing oil, because you're just burning it away. But it is what it is. She's told me the story. She said she's, just split up from her husband. She's got 2 kids. She needs the car back on the road. I said, I've got to be honest. Once we do this work, you really got to think about getting shot of it. I think she said this is on lease or it's on finance, so she still owes a bit of finance on it as well. But she said, once the finance is up, or she's got to a point where she can change it or swap it, she'll probably end up just doing that. I said, yeah, the quicker the better, really, let's be honest. But yeah, this is what we're doing today. So first thing, let's get on with it. I'm going to run it to the MOT centre first, get it over there, and then once we get back, it's only like 9 o'clock at the minute, so it's still early. And then once we get back, we've got all day to get this one turned around and done for her. So, bear with me for now. When I get back, I'm going to show you the results in the MOT. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, I'm back from the MOT centre. Let me show you the results on this one, and then we're going to get cracking. So, there we go. A pass, but advisories on the 2 front tyres. So I've already spoke to the customer, and she's going to get them done in a couple of days. But for now, let's crack on with all the other stuff we've got to do on this car, which is complete service, which is all this, and a timing belt kit for this one as well. So yeah, quite a bit of work, but I've got all day to get this one done and wrapped and sorted. So let's get set up. We've got to take up off the under tray first of all from underneath. We've got to drain the oil. We've got to drop the sump. We've got to check that pickup pipe. So let's do that first. And then I'll come back to you once we can have a look underneath. So let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, the sump is now down. After a little bit of investigation on this car, I don't believe that engine is burning oil. I think she had an oil leak coming from the sump plug itself. That's what I think is going on there. I think that has leaked. I've not cleaned that. Well, I've dropped the oil, I suppose, but before I'd undone anything, that had oil all around that sump plug, and underneath the oil tray, underneath the engine tray, body pan, whatever you want to call it. This is, look, that's all soaked with oil. So I think that's what's happened on this one. So hopefully, when I do all this work and fit a new sump plug with a new ring on there, that should stop her problem when it comes to leaking oil. So yeah, let me show you now the results from underneath, which is the oil pan, oil sump pickup pipe, which is this pipe here. That, if anyone don't know at a minute, that pipe there pulls the oil from inside the sump. It sits in the sump. That pulls the oil up and circulates all around the engine. Very, very crucial part that should not be blocked. But as you can see, we have got some bits. Now that there is from the belt. And that is why these wet belts are horrific, because that is what causes it. It breaks down and it circulates all around the oil, and it builds up on this pickup pipe. Gotta be honest, that ain't the worst one I've seen, and we've caught it. So it's a good job we're doing it now, and it won't get any worse. So, but yeah, look at all those bits. But it's not the worst. So, but what I'll do, I'm actually going to take this off, unscrew it from that Torx bit there. Take that off, clean it through properly, put it back on, clean the sump up back on, reseal the sump, put that back in place, and then that's the bottom half, really, apart from the oil filter, which I've got to put there, is all done. So yes, let's carry on. Let's get this sump all cleaned off, get that all done, and then crack on with the timing belt now as well. So we're gonna have to this is have to be stripped off. The intake's got to come out. There's not a lot of room in here, so I'm assuming I've got to drop the engine one side. I normally have to drop it on one side, depends on the vehicle itself, because these engines are in quite a lot of vehicles. Some allow a bit easier than others to do, but yeah, it's just a case of working out if we've got enough space. We'll have to strip down what we can strip down. So I need to get that cam cover off so I can lock the top of the engine, and you pin the bottom of the engine through a little hole that sits on the gearbox. Not that one. That was one up there. You pin it through there to lock the bottom end. But yeah, let's carry on for now. But I just wanted to show you that pickup pipe there. Yeah, let's carry on, guys. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, we are getting there. All right, let me get under the car to show you. It is all back together underneath here. So, new oil filter, new sump plug there, and all the inside was cleared out. The pickup pipe was all cleared out. I didn't show you that when I cleared it, but it is clean and it is out and all done. So yeah, that side of it's done now. I'm just gonna have a little bit of, this is the reason why I think that's leaking, is because of there's oil up here as well. See that oil there, look, but it's not higher, it's just here. So I just think it's been flicking and leaking off of this, and this is where our oil leak's coming from. It's not coming from, I don't think she's burning oil through the engine. I think she's losing it from underneath here. So hopefully that has now solved that problem of the oil leak, because it ain't higher. There's no oil leak up there. It's all clean. It's all nice and clean up there. So yeah, it must have been coming from rather the filter or that, but that was leaking as well. So, but there we go. That is that now done. Right, now we're going to move on to the timing belt and getting this top end off. So let's get cracking. I'm going to start stripping it all down now, getting it all removed. You have to remove the injectors as well, the coils and all that sort of stuff. It's all got to be removed. All this air filter this side's got to be removed. All got to be taken apart, and we're going to see if we can get this done for today. So let's get cracking. Let's carry on. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, let me show you now. You just see that the cam cover is now off. I did have to drop this side of the engine down by undoing these four Torx bolts here and holding it with the jack. Lower it down, and then you're able to swing out the air intake. It's a bit fiddly, it's a bit of a job, but definitely doable. But I want to show you now the belt. You can physically see it now. Look at that belt. That is severely cracked right through, and it's a little bit loose as well. Should be a bit tighter than that. So yeah, it is a good job we are doing this now. But 5 years old, 36,000 miles, and that's what the condition is. It's just horrific, this engine, isn't it? They sold everyone about these wet belts. It's the best thing since sliced bread, and it turns out it's the worst thing. And all modern new engines now, they're just horrific. There's just not one good engine really that's made. And then they're all going electric. But anyway, yeah, it's a good job we're changing it, because it is cracked. I want to see, once I get it out, then I'll show you the underneath here, which underneath here, where the teeth is, there is where it breaks down. And you know, that was in the sump that I showed you earlier. But yeah, there we go. Right, let's continue. I've got to take the car up. I've got to lock it from underneath. I've got to lock it from the top here with locking tools, locking the actual top and bottom of the engine, and then we can remove the lower crank. So yeah, let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay. Well, there we go, guys. That is the timing belt removed. But you can see this is the locking tool that you have to use for the top end. You have to pin the bottom end, and then you can remove all the crank bolt and the pulleys and stuff. But let me show you the belt, because yeah, it's not the best, I've got to be honest, but it's not the worst I've seen on these cars. But you can see the inside is where it breaks down. All these little pieces that you can see off there, look, that has to go somewhere. And it's because these belts break down like this. I've said this many, many times. It's because of the oil. This is running oil, and oil gets hot and cold. And as it gets hot and cold, it penetrates the inside of the belt there. And you can see it's just falling apart from the inside. And yeah, you can see how sort of it's not that bad. Now I took it off, but you can see how, like, that's cracking. Look at that. Only a matter of time before that would have gone snap. Look at that. I'm trying to keep it still for you. Trying to get it close and still. It's just so bad. I can show you this all day long, but we have now got to crack on and get the new one in place. Now, the funny thing with this is that from new, standard, like from factory, this is the standard belt from factory. And funny enough, it's Dayco. You can see it right there. So that's what they use in these engines, is Dayco belts. They do not make, on this engine, they do not make their own belts. They have to get them from a manufacturer, and the manufacturer is Dayco. Now, the upgraded version of these belts, this again, like I've showed you, is a Dayco, brand new Dayco belt, right? But this is the upgraded version. So they're trying to make the belts basically last longer. And this is what they're trying to sort of supply now on these newer Dayco belts. So that is what we're going to be putting in. And it's just a case of reverse of what I just did. Stick it all back together. And yeah, we should be good to go. But that took a while to get all that done, stripped off. And it's now like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's going to take a bit quicker, put it back together. But, you know, it always takes longer taking it off. So, but yeah, let's get set up. Let's get this belt on place, get everything back together. Just sort of, yeah, just slowly work through it. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay, well there we go guys, it is all back together apart from the under tray, but now it's time to give it a start up. I have put most of the oil inside the engine. We did put a new oil filter underneath, so we just got to make sure that it circulates around the system, but we need it. We need it to start. So let's give it a go. Just going to do that a couple of times because I've unplugged. Straight up. So there we go. Just fired straight up. Oh. Whew. It's burning off. I did spray a lot of stuff and cleaner and stuff like that, so possibly going to be something like that. I did drip a little bit of oil on that catalytic converter as well. But do you know what? It's ticking over really, really nice. So all I've got to do now, switch it off, check the oil level again to make sure that it's up because it's circulated around the system and in the oil filter, and then put everything else back together. So the wheel arch, the underneath tray, the wheel back on, and that's it. She can have her car back. So let's get set up just for the last time, just to get this finished off, and then we're all done. But yeah, what a busy day, eh? Got it MOT'd, got the timing belt done, got the service done, and that's all I've been doing all day is working on this. So yeah, let's get set up. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, well there we go, it's all done. I just had to reset the service light on this one as well, so that's now gone. Oh. Service spanner has now disappeared, and basically all you do to get that to clear is to ignition, whilst the ignition's off, press that button there, hold on to the button, turn the key to the one first turn, and then hold it and it will count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And then the service light is now ready for next year, basically. So next year, when the MOT is due, the service should be due. And I'll just say to her, look, if the spanner hasn't come up, then we'll do it, because obviously it'll be another year. So every year now, if she keeps hold of this car, we could do a service and an MOT both at the same time. But yeah, all done. So now all I've got to do is wait for her to turn up, collect her car, and that is another customer's car all sorted and done. But yeah, what a busy day though. Really, really busy day. A lot going on, but it was worth it. So yeah, that's it, guys. That is the end of today's video. Don't forget, drop me a comment down below. Let me know how I did. And give the video a thumbs up. Really appreciate all the support. Take care, guys. See you soon.